Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I haven't done anything with this channel in a long time, so I figured I would open up to psychology, Wicca, tarot, probably a lot of stuff, and do like tarot decks. I love buying tarot decks and like the creation of it all. I created my own and it's on the way here soon, and I'll be doing a video on that one as well, and I can't wait for it. So let's start. I can't speak today, it's fine. The Fool represents new journeys, new beginnings, has both positive, negative. Don't be too naive. Be ready for this new journey and be aware of things. The Magician, he's cool too. He represents, and I say he because in this one it's represented as a male, and other ones will be represented, they can be represented as anyone. For this one, the Magician always reminds me of creativity. The High Priestess, which is her, she is one of my favorite tarot cards because she represents the unknown and like a higher power. So I love her. The Empress. You'll usually see this one as the mother figure, more maternal, a caregiver type kind of card. And when we go to the Emperor, this is the father figure card, more authoritative, but watch out because you don't want to be too authoritative. Don't want to be controlling. The Hierophant, this one kind of always reminds me of religion. Not one of my favorite cards because I had bad run-ins with religion growing up. But it doesn't always represent bad. It could represent many things. The Lovers, obvious, lovers. Can represent new relationships. Be careful, the negative side can mean you're being a little too possessive or obsessive. The Chariot. This one always reminds me of like the victory card, fulfillment, like on a journey, you're going somewhere. Strength. This one is about bravery and courage, kind of like, you see a woman in the card like taming a lion. So that has to have like, you have to have braveness in your heart. So that's why I like strength too. The Hermit, another one of my favorite cards. It's about going in your inner self, kind of like almost like clarity, trying to find your inner truth. Wheel of Fortune, this one, I can always resemble this one, and it's bad, but as karma. It's not always represented that way, but for this video, I'm going to name it as karma. Justice, this one, kind of representative law type stuff, so unfairness and stuff in that nature. So you get that card, maybe you're all about fairness, or maybe you haven't been fair to someone. The Hangman, another one of my faves. He's cool, he's just, chilling. This one, in this nature for this video, I'm going to let you know that he is about holding on to things, so don't hold on to things. Death. The card that kind of scares everyone who doesn't know this card. This card doesn't always represent death. Sometimes it can, but not usually. It's usually the end of a chapter. So that's what we need in life. We need to like go through the chapters of our books and not stay somewhere. That one kind of represents, okay, you're gonna have a close in a chapter, something new starting. Temperance. She always represents, for me, balance and healing. So kind of like rejuvenation. And this is my card. I'm a triple Capricorn and have 3 or 4 other planets in Capricorn, so I embody Capricorn. So the Devil is a Capricorn card. And this one always reminds me of being gluttonous, like too attached to the materialistic world. Kind of like, there's more out there. The Tower. And for those who are just starting tarot or have done tarot for a long time, don't be afraid of this card. This card, sudden changes happen all the time. It's not for bad. Sudden change doesn't mean something bad. It just means, hey, get prepared. Something's going to happen. Could be good, could be bad. You never know. The Tower could pop up and mean you're coming into like $500,000. You never know. So don't always represent the Tower as bad because it's not always bad. The Star. This is, for me, is like spirituality, like, kind of like giving yourself hope for a higher power and stuff like that. Other meanings as well, which I'll mention in the future too with different decks. The Moon, casting shadows on the land. So This one's kind of tricky for me because this one kind of tells you like don't believe everything you see because there's other things out there. The Sun. The Sun is a fun card too because it always like the three things I remember about it is vitality, youth, and success. So this card is kind of, for me, always kind of a real positive card. There's not too much negativity in it for me. Judgment. I call this the inner calling card. You know, inner calling. The World is kind of the Fool's journey's end of the major arcana. So the first 22 cards start with the Fool and end with the World. And then you have 4 suits. The World represents completion. So this could also be much like death, where the end of a journey is coming to play and a new one might be starting. Now let's go on to the suits, which are the Ace of Pentacles, which can also be coins and can be other things as well, which in future decks you'll see as well. Like the Nightmare Before Christmas one, which I can't wait to do that one, is about, it has packages instead of pentacles, and it was really cool. You have cups, chalices, goblets, whichever one in that one, because it represents water. Pentacles represents earth, wands represent fire, and swords represent air. So, but they're all different, and I'll mention those in future videos. So the Ace of Pentacles, this one, I'm just going to give one words: prosperity, pentacles, balance. In the future, I'll give more info. Like maybe I'll do like one suit at a time and like break it down even more. 3 of Pentacles, teamwork. 4 of Pentacles. This one kind of reminds me of like, you know, be frugal, kind of save your money, but like hold it tight. Don't be so crazy with your money. Because 5 of Pentacles represents poverty and loss. 6 of Pentacles represents being charitable and giving. 7 of Pentacles, harvesting, you know, kind of like, again, still be wise with your money. 8 of Pentacles, this one is about creativity too. This one always reminds me of creativity. 9 of Pentacles, this one's more about independent wealth. Like you're almost there at 10, so which brings us to 10, which kind of like is the final card of 1 through 10. So it's like the completion. So this one's more about you've made it. You kind of got like, you've got your money in check. You're good. Like all things are good now. Page of Pentacles, this one kind of always reminds me of like a new job or like you're getting into a new position. Knight of Pentacles, one word, routine. Queen of Pentacles, abundancy. This one is, yeah, as you could see in there. She got a coin, she got her animal, she got a flower, she got it all. She cool. King of Pentacles. This one, this always reminds me of, how do I say it? When you look at him, you see him on his throne. He's got everything in check. He, like 10, has his finances in check. Ace of Swords, and this portion of the deck, swords kind of like get people on edge because it's really like about mentality. Ace of Swords is about clarity. 2 of Swords is about decisions, like let's make a choice. 3 of Swords, the heartbreak card, pain. 4 of Cards, I like pulling this one because it's like, hey, you need rest. Time to like calm it down now. You need some rest. 5 of Swords, this one's about defeat. So 5 of anything is kind of more of a challenge card. So those ones are always fun to pull. 6 of Swords is about transition. 7 of Swords, I always like this because I say, make a break for it. Make it a break for it. It's time to, you know, get ourselves out of the situation. 8 of Swords, isolation. 9 of Swords, which is a card that stalks me because I have PTSD. Anxiety, fear, lack of sleep. Fun card. 10 of Swords is the completion of defeat, like backstabbed. This suit is always a fun suit. Page of Swords represents curiosity. Knight of Swords represents haste, like let's be hasty on this, okay? Queen of Swords, this is an astute card. This is an astute card, and I love it. King of Swords, he's in my phase because, hey, truth is real. Gotta hold on to that truth. Which brings us into the Wands, which is the fire suit. And Ace of Wands always reminds me of inspiration. Two of Wands is again about like choice, making choices. And again, there are more meanings to all these and I'll represent more in the future. Three of Wands always reminds me of foresight, like, aha, I can see the horizon from here. Four of Wands, this one is community. So I always see this one as like, you know, family, friends, stuff like that. Five of Wands again, 5, fun suit, fun card, fun number. This one's conflict. As you can see, they're fighting each other with sticks. Six of Wands, this one way of looking at it is recognition. Seven of Wands, this one's about standing your ground. You're almost a 10. Don't let them defeat you. You're almost there. Eight of Wands, I always see this one as travel and news. There's much more to it, but again, in the future. Nine of Wands, you have made it through this. Look, he's made it. He's got his bandages, but he's still standing. Resilient. 10 of Wands, this is the burden card. There's more to it, but one thing is burden. Don't overwork yourself. If you pull that card and you're talking about work or getting it reversed, you might be overworking yourself. Page of Wands always reminds me of enthusiasm. Knight of Wands kind of reminds me of passion. Queen of Wands, she reminds me of vibrancy. And the King of Wands, he is about vision. And I will break these down again more in the future. The Cups, this is the emotion suit. The love suit, or something of that nature. Ace of Cups, as you can see, the cup is overflowing, so lots of emotions. Two of Cups, I call this, again, another lover card. Three of Cups, this suit always reminds me of friendship. Four of Cups reminds me of apathy. Nothing's really, see, he's not phased. Oh, hey, look, some unknown feature is giving you something. I don't care. Five of Cups, this is always a sad card. Represents loss and other things. Six of Cups always takes me like down memory lane. Like, I remember a childhood friend, they might be coming into town, or a thought popped into my head about an old high school friend who's about to text me or something. Seven of Cups is more of like the fantasies and dream card. Eight of Cups, to me, represents moving on. Nine of Cups, fulfillment. You're almost there at 10. 10 of Cups can represent many things. Marriage, successful relationship. And then again, there is reverse sides, and I'll mention those in the future with different suits, which is always fun to do. Page of Cups, synchronicity. Knight of Cups, oh, your knight in shining armor. Romance. Queen of Cups, this is another kind of like nurturing card, like mothering kind of card. And then you have King of Cups, which is the final one, and he is about emotional self-control. So that is the Rider-Waite deck, and this is one of the OG decks that has been out there. It's one I love to use it. It's a good deck, and more to come in the future, which I can't wait for. They're all back here, so in the future, be prepared for other decks. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, I will see you all later.